Today, a complete guide to all the best places to do your Halloween shopping and some of the locations you want to try to avoid. A complete list of all the August and September refurbishments so you know how to better plan your next trip to the Disneyland Resort. And we show you all of the Halloween decorations that have begun to show up inside of Cars Land. And it's a lot. Big news about the Monorail returning to normal and everything you need to know for your next trip to the Disneyland Resort, including, do you want to buy this drink?
Greetings, fellow citizens of Disneyland. Brickey here, and even though the park may still have some of its summer decorations up of all the American flag bunting, Halloween is moving into the park. Let's jump around at all the best locations to do your Halloween 2022 shopping at the Disneyland Resort.
Let's jump over Town Square in Main Street, USA and head over to the Disney Showcase.
If you want to say that you bought your Halloween item on Main Street, Disney Showcase is the place to go. Sure, there's a lot over at the Emporium, but there's also way more crowds.
I enjoy stores like the Disney Showcase where they literally just set it up to the season. This has become the Halloween store on Main Street, USA. And if you're buying something special for yourself or a loved one during the Halloween season or any season, I think it just feels a little bit more special to do it actually inside of the gate. Fun to see Disney celebrate the Skeleton Dance, which on August 22nd, 1929 premiered.
And not to mention how cool is all the Skeleton Dance stuff that's just dropped. And by the way, I did a deep dive about the Skeleton Dance on the Disneyland for Designers podcast. Yeah, might want to listen to it. People say it's pretty good. I'm not going to argue with them this time.
If you're like me, you're probably excited about the Skeleton Dance merchandise because you like the deep cuts, the more obscure things inside of the Disney catalog. Love that render of Mickey. Why I would suggest shopping at Disney Showcase is the store is basically set up like an oval with the cash wrap in the interior of that oval, making the shopping decisions easier for people. Here we can see the two cast members inside of that oval where the cash wrap exists, and the fact that the store is just a circle, it limits the amount of decisions that people have to make. More decisions means people move slower, means confusion and frustration. So out of the gate, this is my pick to do your shopping. But let's hop over to the Emporium because maybe you need to buy a lot of stuff and you want to do it all in one transaction.
Now, if there's something that you're looking to buy inside of Disneyland, the Disneyland Emporium is probably always going to be your absolute best stop. But as I said, it's always full of people because everybody knows the Emporium basically has everything. So if you're looking for Halloween merchandise and you decided to pack your patience to put inside of your new pumpkin, let's head inside of the Emporium.
Why I don't like the Emporium's display is its odd-shaped racks right in front of the main two front doors, meaning people that are shopping for Halloween also have to compete with people coming into the store.
So the Emporium basically has all the same stuff we've seen everywhere else, but it's in this group set right when you come in one of the two main doors, which means that there's just a ton of people around you at all time, making, in my opinion, the shopping experience not that favorable. So yeah, this is sort of destination to get everything you're looking for, but I might suggest one of the other spots on today's list because they're just a little bit more accessible, not so crazy, and most likely the exact same stuff that you're looking for. The entire time I'm in here, I'm just dodging people left and right, which doesn't make shopping feel so fun.
All right, let's get out of that insanity and hop down to the Plaza Point because this is Plaza Point's first ever Halloween season, and I can't wait to see what the holiday kids are wearing. Oh, that's not terrifying at all. Those holiday kids and their wagon of mischief always chasing off all the good times. Remember the rule at Disney stores, always look up. And in this particular store, always look over to the right of the cash wrap where they have this group that is always decorated to whatever the main holiday of the season is. This Halloween display did not disappoint. Really love these different character heads and melted candles and the candy corns. I love seeing the Disney figures, but I also love when Disneyland decorates outside of Disney characters, like this Wilson Phillips ornament. But all in all, I was a little bit disappointed that the holiday shop went pretty light on the holiday, and I thought there might be some unique exclusive merchandise inside of here. I actually found better stuff next door in the home furnishing store, which had the Skeleton Dance line and a couple Skeleton Dance pieces that I didn't see down in Disney Showcase. Most stores have all the same stuff, but it is a bit of a scavenger hunt to find some of the more rare items.
So the Plaza Point holiday shop definitely had some Halloween stuff in it, but not to the point where I thought that it possibly would. Disney Showcase might quietly be the best spot inside of Disneyland to do your Halloween shopping. Most people go over to the Emporium because it has everything, but it also has huge crowds. Pretty much everything that I've seen that's been available today has been inside the shop right here on the edge of Main Street, and pretty quiet.
Let's hop over to Five and Dime on the corner of Buena Vista Street inside of Disney's California Adventure, where I'm going to say I had my least favorite shopping experience, and I'll explain why. They had a little bit of Halloween kind of spread out through the entire store. Five and Dime is really a bunch of little stores that makes one big store, and you just go from a little bit of everything into toys, into female-centric clothing, then over to male, and then over to like a higher-end female boutique. It was just so spread out that you'd have to go in and out of Halloween stuff. And I understand the idea of retail. You want people to buy lots of different items. But if you're really trying to just do some fun holiday shopping, I found this to be my least favorite experience just because it was so random, so spread out, and you had to navigate so many different people to find the Halloween sets. Did not enjoy this experience whatsoever. Would not recommend. The best thing that I found inside of DCA was
Gone Hollywood and DCA offers a similar selection as Disney Showcase over in Disneyland in the way that it's a bigger space, quieter because it's off the main thoroughfare, and ice cold air conditioned. If you're looking for the best place to shop for Halloween merchandise inside of DCA, this is your location. The store is bigger, it's more spread out, and it makes shopping a lot easier. A more personalized shopping experience, Gone Hollywood inside of Hollywoodland. Lots of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, Disney Halloween stuff. Doesn't have the Skeleton Dance collection and some of the more obscure Halloween merchandise items, but if you're looking for some basic shopping inside of DCA, this is going to be your best destination. And it would make sense that Gone Hollywood would have such a nice Halloween selection inside of DCA because, after all, DCA has become the home to Halloween at the Disneyland Resort, as this is the home of Oogie Boogie's Bash that will be kicking off on October 6th and running for, I believe, 23 nights this year. 22? I don't know, don't quote me on that. I'm doing it off the top of my head. Oogie himself will be just right up the street, hanging out, talking to all the trick-or-treaters. So yeah, DCA of course needs a nice destination for Halloween shopping, and in my estimation, Gone Hollywood is the best location you'll find inside of this park.
Baby Groot, 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 baby Groot, 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 baby Groot. That's all they had.
So the Avengers Superstore only had that one little rack of Halloween stuff, but I'll say this, that one rack was more than what you would find inside of Galaxy's Edge.
All right, let's hop outside of the parks and see what we can find in downtown Disney.
And as predicted, just a few weeks later, we can see the main Halloween set in World of Disney is here. This is going to be one of the biggest collections you'll find outside the gates of Disneyland and DCA.
I do enjoy the big set in World of Disney in that they do a good job of putting in a decent amount of merchandise that, as you can see, is easy to navigate to. There's an inner core of items and then an outer core, making it easy to either be inside or outside the donut, baby. That's up to you. But I also love that if you look around, there's the physical prop of Mickey as a candy bucket. And then also up above, there are projections, these fun animated items of Minnie and Mickey coming outside of pumpkins, looking over at each other. They do run pretty slow. I even sped it up, believe it or not. But I just think it's a fun place that adds in the holiday spirit. So if you're someone who's coming in from out of town and maybe you don't check into your hotel and you're looking to kill an afternoon, going to downtown Disney and doing some of your shopping, I think would be a good experience because you're not eating up park time. They basically have everything you're going to find inside of the gates, and then you don't have to lug it around with you all day. If you are a Disneyland hotel guest, you can send things back to your rooms, but obviously if you're staying at one of the Good Neighbor hotels, that's not going to be something you can do. They also had this nice set of Baby Yoda or Grogu Halloween stuff that I found to be really cute and adorable. So there is a large variety here inside of World of Disney. It can be busy, it can be crowded, but like I said, if you're looking to burn one of your off days or your rest day from the park, this is a great way to knock out any shopping you need to do any time of the year. All right, let's move over to the home store, which was our last good destination, downtown Disney. What I like about the Disney Home Store is it had everything in one nice group right in the front. Now that does make it a little bit hard when people are coming and going, but they had basically every non-wearable Halloween item that I had seen throughout the park and a couple of things I hadn't seen elsewhere. So an easy place to pop into. They even had this dog section, which I found to be adorable. I hope your dog trick-or-treats as well, but don't give them any of the chocolate. But really well organized, and the best part is close to probably where you parked your car. So maybe figure out an appropriate time to leave the park where you can grab your items on the way out of the park for the day, and therefore you only had to carry it from the shop to your automobile. Plenty of Haunted Mansion items here as well. Really well organized, enjoyed this a lot. Downtown Disney would be a fantastic place to do your shopping. You don't need to necessarily go into the park to buy some fun Halloween items, but I do understand why maybe you would, because like I said earlier, it is kind of extra special inside of the gate. But if you're trying to make an efficient park, shopping outside of Disneyland and DCA will be much easier. You can see there's little sets everywhere, even in the lobby stores of the hotels. And that's your guide to 2022 Halloween shopping at the Disneyland Resort.
Now, I don't want to give it away too much. It's hard to see inside the Halloween windows because of the glare. But I have a very, very fun Disneyland Halloween windows video coming your way just next week. As fast as everything's going, it'll be here before we know it. Friends, do you see those Halloween poles that have just popped up? That makes me so excited as when you decide to subscribe to this channel. I've been out here grinding, making videos, trying to help you make your best trip out to the park even better and bring you to the park when you can't make it. And the best thing you could do is help me subscribe to the channel. I've tried everything, making good videos, detailed videos, documentaries, park tips, tricks, all those things. And now I'm going to resort to bribing you. So for this video, everyone who subscribes between now and next Friday, I will donate $1 to Children's Hospital of Orange County, which is Disney's beneficiary, and will also become my charity of choice. So if you enjoy the content now, even more of a reason to subscribe. For the next week, every new subscriber is $1 to Children's Hospital of Orange County. You made me bribe you, but I'm willing to do it because I care that much about the children and my channel.
Friends, will you look at that? The holiday telephone poles have arrived on Route 66, meaning that we're just days away from getting the Halloween decorations that adorn over the top of the street, creating a canopy of vibes. The toxic, scary barrels of frightening oil have shown up, as well as our first Halloween attraction overlay sign. Tow Mater's Graveyard Jamboree sign already in place. And look at this, the scary cones are back. And whereas they put stickers on the cones that are on the backside of the Cozy Cone Motel, I do love that these are actually die cut out of the cones. There's one on each side that flanks them. Makes a phenomenal place to get your photo taken, whether it's day or night. So if you're looking for a good Halloween pic, this is a great spot to step in. Normally not too many people standing in front of it. You can just wedge yourself right there between the sign and the cone on either side, depending on the sunlight, and it even looks good at night. It's a way easier photo than trying to stand in line for the characters or at the sign at the top of Route 66. But looking over Cross Street, what do I see? Oh, it's back, baby.
Pumpkin Halloween. Look what's back. The Leaning Tower of Scary Tires, as well as the holiday cones. It's happening. Pumpkin Halloween. Yeah.
I love the Leaning Tower of Scary Tires. You have the big tractor tires with the smaller front wheel tires smashed in the middle to make that pattern. And then you have the frightening hubcaps that are in the tires that sit on top of the columns of Luigi's. Man, this area really comes together so nice. I love that pattern so much. I can't believe they haven't turned that into some sort of cookie. It would be so easy to replicate with a donut or some sort of pastry, but Luigi's comes on strong. Look at the orange and yellow lights that are different than normally the Italian themed lights that are over here in this corner. This is such a great spot for photos and to catch that Halloween vibe. Was that a bat? Did a bat just fly by?
so hard to see in the daytime, but I absolutely love those pumpkin tires. The spiders aren't in these windows yet, but it's all slowly coming in. Pumpkin, pumpkin, Halloween. Oh, it's here. It is so finally here, and friends, I am so excited for it. Halloween, September 2nd, kicks off at the Disneyland Resort, and on the 6th will be the first Oogie Boogie Bash. I will be there doing 8 days of content, counting down the Oogie Boogie Bash, and then doing a whole bunch of videos afterwards because D23 is coming to Anaheim for the first time in 3 years because of, I don't know, the Thanos snaps. So yeah, look at that, stack of tires. Halloween is right on our fingertips. Oh, they're playing the wrong version. I thought they were playing Pumpkin Halloween, but they're not, unfortunately. Still have days to hear that sweet, sweet siren song of pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin Halloween. Everybody loves a pumpkin Halloween. Cannot wait. Yeah. It's the little things. It really is. And look what else is back. The haunted, broken down roadster. Just another indication. Another indication. We're almost there.
And great news for one of my favorite attractions, the Monorail's operating hours have been extended. Instead of stopping at 7 o'clock, the transportation system attraction will now stay open until the park closes. Despite this, the Monorail will still shut off whenever the cabin reaches a temperature of about 80 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. It may also shut off to make room for nighttime fireworks. But I am so excited to have the Monorail back throughout the entire day. It was always confusing to figure out when it was last call, when it was shutting down. I know it's easy to overlook it because a lot of people think of it as more as transportation than an attraction, but friend, take 2 laps. Take 1 lap sitting on the left side, take a second lap sitting on the right side. It is a great Disneyland classic attraction. I'm so excited that it's part now of the complete operational day when the weather allows it to be. Friends, good news for your little prince or princess. Reservations for Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique are now being taken. Although the magical makeovers at the Bibbidi don't start until August 25th, you can already make appointments for the in-park salon and experience. Since Disneyland reopened, this will be the first time the boutique has started doing the makeovers again. Another indication that normalcy is here. And don't forget, one of the best parts about this is jumping over to this photo spot just on the edge of the Fantasy Fair, where you can take your new costume and look and really put it to good use with this amazing backdrop of the horse, the carriage, the murals on the wall, the characters that are painted there. This really has to be a great way to preserve this memory and to look back on a special time when your little prince or princess was the one that ruled Disneyland. A great memory and even better blackmail.
Matterhorn is one of a handful of attractions that have gone down at the end of the summer. Some of them are for Halloween, some of them for just general maintenance. What do you say? Let's hop around the park and show you all of the attractions that currently are closed for refurbishments and those that are coming up next month as well to help you plan a more efficient trip the next time you visit the Disneyland Resort.
Let's start over at the abandoned Haunted Mansion.
The gates of the Haunted Mansion are all locked up, but when they open, when they swing wide open again, they will burst out with all kinds of holiday cheer. That's right, it's that time of year. We're so close away to it. September 2nd is not only when Halloween kicks off, but the holiday overlay of the Haunted Mansion, which is one of my all-time favorite fall traditions of living in Southern California. And man, oh man, when these gates didn't swing open in 2020, yeah, that was really, really depressing. So Jack and his friends are back, and I cannot wait for the Haunted Mansion to open up when Halloween kicks off September 2nd. And to celebrate, I will be doing a 7-day countdown to Oogie Boogie Bash with all kinds of Halloween coverage for you guys. And then after that, we're gonna keep on going, rolling straight into D23. So fall's getting ready to happen, and on this channel, it's gonna be wild.
I'm equally as excited for Halloween at Disneyland as I am on the YouTube channel. So much stuff's happening this fall. Thank you so much for showing up today and going on this adventure with me. When the Haunted Mansion comes back, it will set in stone that it is officially Halloween at the Disneyland Resort and here in Southern California. And there is just something about peering over this fence. I didn't break any rules. I'm still standing in the street, but just looking at the building without a mob of people in front of it. It is just such a fantastic facade for an attraction, such a great idea. One of my favorite things about this area of New Orleans Square is Magnolia Park, which will be completely covered with people as the overflow of the Haunted Mansion happens. And it's going to be pretty wild this year with Lightning Lane. The standby line is going to get very long. We can see there's construction boxes that have popped up on the other side of Magnolia Park. And I wonder if that's more sidewalk work. Enjoy the silence. It's not going to last. Let's jump over to Monsters, Inc., which also opens back up on September 2nd.
You know what? I'm going to stick to my rumor that the reason why this attraction reopens on September 2nd, the same day that Halloween starts at the resort, because this is going to be our Halloween surprise, a Monsters, Inc. Halloween overlay. And what's curious is look, the construction wall continues over to this project that we discovered 2 weeks ago. We were first on the scene. And why would the ride, the outer queue, and this quick stop refreshment counter, why would they all be closed together at the same time? I'm gonna go with my Halloween conspiracy theory. They're gonna put some life into the back lot, and even though I'm like 99.5% joking around, Disney, it would be so smart to put something exclusive that blows people's minds as far as Halloween and Pixar goes in this back corner of the park. I mean, if Halloween is all about our relationship with the dead, this is the dead part of the park. So let's do it. A zombie Pixar uprising inside of Monsters, Inc. opening September 2nd when Halloween kicks off. I'm telling you, I'm most likely wrong, but in the event that somehow this bizarre guess was right, it'll blow everybody's brains.
The Redwood Creek Challenge Trail went down on August 1st. It is scheduled to reopen today. I'm assuming when it reopens, it'll have all of the Villains Grove fixtures installed inside of it. Cannot wait for Villains Grove. The Matterhorn went down on August 8th. We don't know when it's going to reopen. Looks like it's going to be a pretty sizable refurbishment. Check that out on my construction video that'll be dropping this Monday. September is going to be a rough time for fans of Rivers of America. Pirate's Lair on Tom Sawyer Island is going to go down September 6th through 8th. Sailing Ship Columbia will go down September 12th through 15th. And then the Mark Twain will go down on the 19th to the 22nd. So if you're coming out from the 1st to the middle part of September and you love Rivers of America, plan ahead because some of your favorite attractions might not be available. And Paradise Garden Grill is going down August 27th to the 31st. The barbecue menu here is excellent. The vibes are back in this area with bands playing over here. What was becoming a sad corner of DCA has become a favorite corner of mine. And there you have your current refurbishments for the month of August and upcoming ones for the month of September to help you plan a better trip the next time you visit the Disneyland Resort.
That is not mustache friendly. Right, so the topping is very sweet. It's good, not too sweet. Not as sweet as the Cocoa Pebbles Space Age drink, but sweet. Sweeter than your regular cream. But it's very dense. Not mustache friendly at all, not beard friendly, but as Beth was explaining to me, taro is a root vegetable, kind of like a potato, that's sweet. So it's not as sweet as the Space Age Cold Brew drink, aka Spacey Cocoa Pebbles. It is sweeter than a regular coffee and cream, but it's more dense than the other specialty drink, meaning that it's hard to get the coffee to filter through this top level of taro. because now I'm just drinking straight coffee. The two don't blend very well. Let's see if I can do a little blendy. Did it work again? I'm either getting the top layer or the coffee. I'm not getting an equal spin of both. My review is as follows. It's good. It's not as good as the other drink, but it's better than just getting a black cold brew at Disneyland where the coffee tends to be a little too harsh, even for somebody who drinks cold brew every single day. It's good. It's worthy of your money to try it once, but gun to my head, saber to my head, I'm picking Space Age Cold Brew drink over the new Taro boy. It is good, but the other one is great.
It's the cold brew black calf with Taro topper, $6.29. And I can't wait to see what my enemies do with these screenshots.
All right, friends, that's this week's update. Please check out this list over here. This is our playlist of all of our Halloween content. Going to be so much more Halloween content going in there as we get ready to do our countdown to Oogie Boogie Festival, daily vlogs, all centered around Halloween. And once it gets going, we're going to give you some of the best rides of Halloween at the Disneyland Resort. Thank you so much to Club 1313 for making today's video possible. Goodbye.